Pac-12 Player of the Year, Brooke McCarty.
A 5'4" point guard is the best player in this league.
Good strong move down inside by Ariel Atkins.
Ariel Atkins with the baseline deuce. McCarty feeling it, the pull-up for three. She has got a beautiful stroke.
Her intensity, the way she plays the game, she plays it at a level that's incredibly high.
To a cutting McCarty, Brooke behind the back to Atkins, spins, turns, shoots, and scores. Oh yeah, why not?
And it's time to welcome back to the set the senior duo of Brooke McCarty and Ariel Atkins. Gonna have a lot of time to reflect on your 4-year career here together at University of Texas. But let's go back to the beginning. What do you guys recall about the first time the two of you met? What do you recall about that, Brooke?
Well, the first time we actually met wasn't in person, so it was on Twitter. It's back when I used Twitter. Ariel DM'd me.
But you don't use Twitter anymore?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, she DM'd me talking about Texas, basically, and asking if I was going to go here and what I was thinking about it. And so that's kind of when we first met.
So you initiated, Ariel?
Well, I mean, we've played against each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, I knew she was from Houston. Guessing she knew I was from Duncanville, you know, type thing. So we, like, played against each other. But, yeah, I had heard that she was thinking about Texas, and I was like, I wonder what she, like, really thinks about it. I just wanted to know because, you know, potentially was going to come here.
How important was that to have that relationship between the two of you before both deciding to come here?
I think it was a good thing just for starts, just because we kind of got to know, like, we knew that both of us were from high schools who were about winning and stuff like that. And so I think just getting to know each other kind of where we wanted the program to go and kind of like what we had goals for ourselves. And I think that part was good, knowing each other, just because, like, if you want to go somewhere where people are working hard and where someone wants to work hard with you. So I think that was good for me.
And the summer before you enrolled, you guys played together AAU ball, is that correct, in the summer? What did you learn about Brooke during that time, and how important was that to now share the court and share the basketball with Brooke?
Basketball-wise, I learned that she's a true point guard in a sense. She can facilitate, but she can also score. And there's not a lot of score-first point guards. I think a lot of point guards are more so facilitators. When you have a point guard that can do both, it's just a threat all around.
And then on the personal side, what did you learn?
Brooke loves to be loved.
Yeah?
That's what I learned about Brooke.
So she just likes to have adoration, love to have the fans, and be told how good she is?
No, not like fame love, more like, I guess, relationship love. Like, if you're a friend, she wants you to know that she loves you, and she wants to know that you love her back. Yeah.
That's a good quality.
Affectionate, I guess.
And then you got Coach Aston in the middle of all this. So you arrive on the 40 acres. What do you recall about your first exchange? Everybody talks about their coach. We know that. What do you recall about the first exchange you had about Coach Aston and her style and what she's like when she actually gets out there on the court and she starts coaching you? What do you remember about that?
She was intense. I mean, but that just goes back to how passionate she is about the game and how passionate she is about getting Texas back to where she believes it should be. And, I mean, at first it's kind of intimidating because when you come to college, you're thrown off by everything. But I think that kind of fed into us, actually. And so while we think it's weird at first and she's, like, crazy and just out there, but it just goes back to how passionate she is.
Were you prepared for that?
No.
What was it like for you, Ariel?
It was definitely hard. Getting yelled at all the time was hard for me. I know it was constructive criticism, but when you first get here and you get yelled at all the time, it's like, I know I can't be doing absolutely everything, right? But definitely I think it fed into us. I think she's somebody who searches for excellence in everything that she does. And so to have her kind of feed that into us, and she meant excellence in every aspect, not just one aspect of the game. It definitely kind of pushed us and made us work harder than we thought we were working.
So now at this point in your career, you're tight. You're more than just teammates. You're close friends. But as I have heard, you do not room together on the road. What is the reason behind this? I need to get to the bottom of this story.
Well, I know the reason I don't room with her. So without my iPad, I set a lot of alarms because, you know, I have to know when to wake up. I like to be on time. Brooke, on the other hand, is very relaxed. So an alarm was going off in the middle of the night, and I thought it was mine. And so Brooke just, like, turns over. You know, one of those mad, random, like, turnovers. You don't say anything, but you know somebody's mad. So I'm like, oh, man, my alarm's going off. I look at my bag, and I'm like, that's not mine. and she knows it's not mine at this point, so she turns
No,
back
I
over.
didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
And I'm like raving
She's
through her
like-
things. I'm like throwing things out of her suitcase, like trying to find her iPad that she never uses and brought on the trip one time, and it goes off an alarm. And it's like 2-something in the morning, and she's like just acting like nothing's going wrong, and I know she hears me like going crazy on her side of the room trying to find this iPad.
In my defense, I forgot that I brought the iPad, and I don't even set my alarm. But this trip, I happened to set that alarm, and I thought it was hers because she always sets early alarms, like always. Like, we'll have to be there at 8, and we'll get up at like 5. So freshman year, that was true. And so it's like going off, and like, imagine a person, you know how on TV you see like people just like throwing things out of their bag? That's like exactly how she was, and like.
Now she saw me. She saw me.
I thought it was her though.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
that's
was the
been cleared
last
up.
straw.
That's
Yeah.
been cleared up. Let's end this on a positive note, though. What's the best compliment that you can pay each other?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Can't think of anything, can you?
I mean, there's a lot that you could say. I just think, for me, it's not even basketball. I think Brooke's a really good friend, and I think a lot of people take that for granted. But she's somebody, no matter if you're down, doing bad, or if you're doing great, she's there. Even if sometimes, like, when I made the USA team, I'm not used to people always saying, like, you can do this, you got this, like, keep going, even if they didn't make it. And so, I don't know if she knows this, but after I made the team and I went to her room, and she was like, dude, like, go do great and be great. And I was just like,
She made me emotional.
whoa. So I was just like, having a friend that pushes you forward, even sometimes when they don't get pushed forward, is just very encouraging. And the fact that she probably doesn't even know, but she pushes me every day. So to have her say that and to help me, I guess, push forward and excel in basketball, and just being a good friend, period. She's just a really great friend.
What do you think about Ariel?
Mine would have to be kind of the same. Ariel, as everybody knows, not very much of a people person. And so, no, it's definitely off the court. There's no words that can describe, like, she doesn't talk to many people, so like if I'm going through something, or like if I'm having a bad day or something, she actually really tries. Like, she really tries to be there and like dig down deep, and even if it makes her uncomfortable, like she really tries to make sure I'm okay. And so it just goes back to that, like, she's a friend that you want to have. And it's like, after college, like, I'm already emotional about it. Like, I don't know where we'll both end up, but like, I'm always like, I'm gonna call you, like, I'm gonna do this, and she's like, we haven't even left college yet, and I'm just like, it's just, you don't come across friends like that, like, especially these days, and it's just really hard when there's someone who's like truly there for you and like truly wants the best for you no matter what the certain situation is. And like, I know with everything, I can go to Ariel about anything. I can go to her about basketball-related things, about life-related things, like anything, and she'll just be there and she'll be open about it, and I know it's hard for her to do, so I really see that as a big thing because she opens up to me and she just kind of is there for me.
Well, you mentioned the emotions, and I think the Texas fan base shares those emotions as well, because everybody feels like we've watched you grow up here in Austin and get Texas women's basketball back to where it should be. So to the two of you, thank you for doing that, and congratulations on your career, and it's been a pleasure watching both of you play.
Thank you.
Ariel and Brooke stopping by one last time here on Game Plan with Garrett Aston.